Okay, back on, Brooke. Hopefully, this one will do better. I don't know where my phone is. You'll probably end up popping back on before I can even get this text message to you, but we'll see. Give her a minute to see if she can make it back or not. Um, I hate my fucking computer. I don't know if it's my computer or what, but sometimes it'll do that. I'll be like right in the middle of a live stream and it just dies. And it makes me so mad because then it tends to freeze up on my people on the other end that are trying to watch my live stream. So then I have to go through a bunch of BS to start another live stream because it stays frozen too long on their end. It's like, seriously? So, Brooke, hopefully you can pop back on. If you get busy or something, sweetie, I understand. I mean, I'll try to stay on here and babble about I don't know what until you can come back on, or if something happens and you can't, just let me know, and then I won't keep the live going because if I was mostly on for you anyway. I'm glad you caught me when you did, so we had a little bit of time that way. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and set that down unless I see you pop up suddenly. Um, but you can always tell me on the phone too if you're going to be able to pop back on or not. Let me check it because I just heard it go off. Might have been you saying I'll be back on in a minute or something. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry that it did that, sweetie. That's another thing. A lot of times it frustrates me because a lot of times I don't know if it's because we're having tower issues. I don't know if it's the weather messing with something, or what. Um, and it's like it infuriates me when it does it because it usually does. I'm like right in the middle of a live stream and then it just does it and I'm like, ah! I just want to scream. Stupid thing. Yeah, it could be YouTube. I mean, they could be having issues because sometimes it's also difficult to tell what side is having the issues. It could be YouTube could be having difficulties. It could be this end. All we know is 1 minute we're chatting away, and the next minute that screen pops up, and I'm like, no! And it just makes me want to fling my computer across the room because it makes me so mad. It really, really makes me mad. It's like, please, can we not have to go through this every single flippin' time? You know what? I just came up with, I think, a rather novel idea. Might actually get $20 a piece for each of them too. You sure you want to know? I'm messing with you. I've got so many like laptops and stuff right now. And right now I only seem to be using one. I will keep my big one because I think that one's just like a memory issue. Like if I could get some more memory for it or something, it might help it speed up and be able to play things a little better. Like I'm missing my Sims 3 Supernatural like you would not believe. I'm missing being able to have two different computer units to play my Avakin Life on, as much as I fucking hate it. At least if I have two, or my IMVU. I'm about the same with both of them. I've certainly had the IMVU longer than the Avocan Life, but they're pretty much very similar, except IMVU, you don't get a job. Yeah, Sims 3, I haven't, on the big computer that Pops gave me, I just can't get it to work. We even installed BlueStacks, an older version of BlueStacks or whatever, because that seemed to be one avenue that could help it to work, but it don't want to work. It keeps wanting me to sign in under EA. I did a whole new account and everything, and I just can't get it to work right. So it infuriates me, and I feel like that's something that Chris is going to have to grovel through and hopefully get it sorted. Or maybe I'm better off just getting me another computer. And let's face it, these things are not cheap. So, but I have several computers I'm not using. Yeah, EA and not Origin. That's probably what's goofing me up. Because when I did it through Origin, I didn't have any problems, it seemed to me, or had less problems. Because trying to get on the EA account now, it fucks me up. It's a pain in the ass. I hate it because I love my Sims 3 game, because at least you can work a job on that, and you can go to your job, and you can change a job too. You can change careers. Like if you start out being a musician and you decide, I'm too exhausted, I don't want to do it, because you know me, I make it as realistic as I can. Like I've made a sim for Alicia, I've made one for myself, and I literally named them Alicia Feinstein and Janet Feinstein. And I think I did a pretty damn good job of making them look exactly like us. And I love to play them. I've done characters from movies. I've done characters from book series that I had and loved. And there's a bunch of them, as far as I know, still running around the Sims 3 game. But I'll probably never run into any of them. I would love to find any that are left and just be able to see them one last time before they die off, because after a while they do age and die. But I'm gonna it would take some doing, and I can't wait too long to get it done, but go through each one of my units, get them powered up, get a mouse to use for each one, and just, have to just keep changing the little chip, and, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but go through each one, see if there's anything on those particular units I want to keep. If so, have Chris put it on a flash drive so that we can just have all of it on one flash drive, hopefully, and then put it on whatever computer most likely I'm going to be using that has the most space that can house it, and then wipe the drives on every one of them so people can't get in there and get into personal stuff they have no right, or try to get in, mess with any of my games or anything, so that I end up losing them, or they end up just taking them away from me, because I don't know if someone would go that far, but hey, nowadays you don't know. But get rid of a bunch of the laptops. There's only one other one down there right now that I'm thinking of that I might actually keep, and that's the one that Maria got me, because I have my other Harry Potter account on that, and that's the one where I'm actually under the name Janet Feinstein. But that's also the one that every time I try to play it, a lot of times it will chuck me out of the game halfway through it, and then I have to go through the process of reopening the game, waiting on the thing to load, and then if I'm lucky, it'll take me back to the spot where we left off. If I'm not, it'll jump back a little further, and then I'll have to go through an entire segment all over again that I really don't want to go through again, because I just went through it and now I got to go through it again. But yeah, I bet those would go quick. When you're talking laptops, they're going to go quick. And somebody might need one of them, because for like just minuscule purposes or whatever, for more like a little notebook thing or something to store, business records on or something like that. And they're probably use it as a filing system, or, any number of things. And then if they are so inclined, once they take possession of it, it's theirs. So if they want to get some memory for it and maybe make it a little faster so that they can put more complex programs on it, go for it. It's not my dealing anymore. It's not my problem. It's not my item. It's yours. Enjoy. You're welcome. I will try to have more stuff like this in the future. But, I would love... That just gave me an idea. I think I'll do that. Ha ha. When I get my increase in September on Merrick, and they bump up the credit line to $1,400. I'm going to get me a brand new laptop, pay cash for it, and just, try to find a one, several $100 one or something, but a nice one, a good quality one that even Pops can't complain about, that we can both agree on. Yeah, this one's good. This one, it's got this, and this. These are good. You can use that. And yeah, treat myself, get myself a brand new laptop. Yeah.
I told you when you have about $150, let me know that you want to spend, and I'll get you one as good as the one I got for like Brooke or me.
I'm glad you reminded me, babe, because I swear I do not ever remember you telling me that. We both have memory issues, and mine isn't just from the Pagan Mix, but, we have memory. So, yeah, okay. Well, there we go. Bam. 9 taken care of. I want a new one. Are those new? Or, as new as possible, but, gently used is okay, I guess, as long as it's still got a lot of life left in it and not a bunch of problems I have to end up dealing with and becoming my problems if I buy it. We'll see. Yeah, I'll do both. Why not? I don't know. Give him the 150, let him get that one, try it out, see if it meets my qualifications. And if it does, I'll just, okay, that's cool. 150 as opposed to several hundred. Okay, I'm all for it. Because this is going to be my second go around, like I said, with the credit cards. So I want to do better. I will do better this time. I will be more selective in my thinking. I will be more careful in my spending. I will try very hard not to spend. If I think that I might be tempted, leave the card at home. Leave it at home. That way I can't use it. Put it in a lockbox or something and go, no. Bad Janet. Get in trouble. No spendy. Figured you can get a kick out of that. I so silly. I can't help it. Yes, I do have a comedic side that I do like to share with my family, because if it'll give them the giggle monsters, then at least they have a little bit of a better day. Of course, I could always act like I'm drunk, and I'm not, but I can convince people that I am just by talking like, are you sure you're not drunk? I don't know, am I? I can just be convincing very easily that I'm plastered and not had a drop to drink as far as alcohol. La la la. Huh? Yeah, I believe I put it back over there. Or where did I put it? Yep, it's over there. I was just looking at my birthday book, and I'm thinking of how much of a messed up pup I is. Virgo moon, Gemini rising, Mercury and Venus. Oh Lord. What kind of a walking am I? Goodness sakes. Jeepers. I'm a what and a what and a what? Okay. So how am I supposed to deal with all that? And not think I'm ready for the funny farm? Yeah, as far as the comedic side of me. Oh yeah, I'd have people rolling in the floor, man. I can come up with I'm telling you what, some good ones. And I mean, it's like with little to no effort, but then how many comedians, who have passed away do I have backing me here that they're like, oh, say this, or ooh, do this. It's like an endless comedic skit going on in my head. So I'm like, oh, I think I kind of like that one. Let me try that and put my spin on it. It's like this endless show. It never ends. It's kind of funny, kind of cute, kind of adorable that they like me so much that they're like, "Ooh, do this," or "Ooh, say that." But it comes natural. They're like, "Yeah, you're a natural. You would have people rolling in the floor. You would. You'd have people damn near pissing themselves, squirting alcohol out their nose because you're at a bar or you're at a fucking funny bone and you're doing your skit and everybody's just fucking losing it and they're holding their stomach because they're laughing so hard." Oh shit! Oh, she made you laugh. Oh shit! That's what I'm here for, chickadee. Oh, you've come to the right giggle house, and I am your giggle mistress. How you doing? Uh, I'm telling you, I would literally have people in stitches. They'd be like, "Make her stop! I can't breathe." And then I'd be like, 911 for that gentleman, and my work here is done. Have a nice night. And then walk off the stage. Make someone laugh so hard they can't breathe. That's good. I'm a devil. What can I say? As ornery I is. I mean, and I've been to the Funny Bone and some of the comedic skits that people do. It's like, and others I'm like, huh? What the hell language are you speaking, dude? Because I don't know. I do not understand the English you speak. In other words, I don't understand what you're speaking, but it ain't English. You know, it's not comprehende. No comprehende. Woo woo in the gigawatt box. Whatever the hell that means and wherever the fuck that came from, don't ask me. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm possessed by funny people, so watch out. Oh, shit. Gigawatt box. Okay, I could use that reference for Back to the Future, the DeLorean, because a gigawatt. What the fuck is a gigawatt? A bolt of lightning, or something or another. Because that's what they had to find. They had to have a bolt of lightning, and to power the car so Marty could go back. They just had something on the news about that recently. They had some kind of event or something, and Michael J. Fox was there. And the lady that played his mother and Slash, the girl had a crush on Marty and all that when she was young because she didn't know it was her son that she was flirting with. Hilarious. Good movie. Back to the Future. Saw all of them. Loved them. It's really sad, that Michael got afflicted with such a disease that just, it took that poor man down to like nothing in no time. And it's heartbreaking to see happen because he had that. We had the car in my old work. Huh? You did? Oh, wow. That would have been cool. Because I think they said they had it there at the thing. Oh, you got to sit in it. Yay. Wish I could have. That would have been awesome. I probably would have cried. Mm-hmm. But they had the car, I think, at this event that they were talking about on the news. I think it was just a couple days ago. And I saw how badly, that disease had taken him down. And I was like, oh, man, that is such a shame because Michael was such a good looking guy, and to be taken down so young by that disease. And I remember he did a whole movie about it and stuff where, to help people understand what he was going through, especially the young people of his time. Oh, yeah, Sinead O'Connor. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Pops was the first one that brought it to my attention. He he said Sinead O'Connor's dead, and the name kind of sounded familiar, but that barely. And then now suddenly I was seeing it on the news. I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of getting a little bit more familiar with. I knew it was somebody popular and famous some way. I just couldn't remember how. But he was on the computer and he said Sinead O'Connor died, and I'm like, oh really? And it kind of the name barely registered. But then he showed me pictures, and it barely registered. But then when I saw it on the news, oh, that's a shame. I know I guess she suffered from some, mental health stuff too, and it's sad that her son killed himself. Um, and suffering from a serious mental illness yourself don't help, certainly. Um, see, is this thing? Let me unplug this a minute, see if it's charged enough again. Yeah, I think it'll be okay for a minute. I got to take you with me because I got to go in here and get something to eat because I've just been munching on the peanut butter. I got to make myself eat something so I can take my pills because I haven't even taken those today. Bad Janet. Oh, and my foot's asleep, so I got to watch how I walk or I'm going to end up falling over and breaking something. Maybe even me. I guess I'll have to sit you here on the cook pan. I think we still got some. I hope. Yay! This is the yummy stuff Pop's made. It has pasta, pork, spaghetti sauce, and some vegetables. So he did kind of like a one-pot meal. Turned out real good. I really like it. My spirits are even getting after me. They're like tapping me on the shoulder going, young lady, go eat. Okay, I'm going to go eat. So even they're getting after me. They're like, come on, Janet, your body is still human, honey. You got to take care of it. You got to eat. Got to take your meds. And apparently Boo and Bella absolutely, I don't know about, but I know Bella, he loves this. He loves this stuff. Because every time Chris gets any of it out, to to make some for herself, heat some up, Bella's right there, buddy. Pop's made the mistake of giving Bella some, I guess, recently, and he made a mess all over the floor, and then Pops had to clean it up. Little shit butt. Not Pops, Bella. Oh, here. This should make your day. Who's that? Who's that? There's your boo, baby. There's your boo, baby. I figured you would enjoy that. You haven't seen him in a while. Mm-hmm. Do not pop. Please. That scares the crap out of me when that thing does that. I hate when that thing pops. I'll explain to you what I mean by pops here in a minute. But I don't want to say it too soon because I don't want to jinx the damn thing, and then it does exactly that and scares me about half out of my skin. I know you probably didn't hear any of that, so I'll tell you in a minute. get me some ice for my drink. Refill. Filling the ice trays because 2 of them were empty, so they needed filled. Oh, look, I'm multitasking. Okay, pouring my pop. Oh, first I gotta open it. Come on, lid. Ah, great. Now my lid wants to fight me. Don't want to go on my glass right. And my hands are kind of wet, so that don't help. I figured, 2 minutes should be plenty. I set you in a saucepan. Did you feel cooked? Okay. What fell? Something did. Or was trying. As usual, the mouse is trying to escape. Forget mousetrap. Mine try to run away. For this meal, I thank you now. As it sustains me, please allow your blessings on these gifts and me. As I will, so mote it be. Okay, let me try to do this without spilling a bunch of stuff. There, so I feel like you're seeing more of me and not like the ceiling. Guess who? Well, you going to come over and show yourself for Sissy on camera, Bella? Bella just jumped up. Because he knows Mommy's got food and it smells good. Hi, baby. This cat can be dead asleep in there on the bed. One of us, don't matter which one, me or Dad, we heat something up. He smells the food. Bam! He's in here and like, blink, food? Can I have some, please? Uh-oh. He just ran in the kitchen after Daddy because now Daddy's getting food. Oh, my goodness. Vicky! Hi! Don't mind me, I'm stuffing my face. This is the first I've eaten today. Yay, my weight loss is working. So, hi, Vicky. Love you. You're beautiful. If you can't stay on, honey, that's okay. You came to say hi. That's what matters. We love you. Have a good day at work. Stay on as long as you can, though. Hello, everyone, when it's just you and me on here. Unless she means Chris and the cats, too. Anyway, we love you, Vicky. Have a good day at work, honey. Watch the rest of this when you can. I know you will. Vicky's my girl. She's probably the closest thing to a sister close to my age that I can call sister. She watches all of my videos. She said she watches all my lives, and I believe her. I do. Once in a while, she'll pull a card for me and say, hey, you got the 6 of diamonds, go play the lottery or something. But she said spend no more than $5 and only get 1 ticket. So instead of listening and heeding that advice like a dumbass, I spent $1 extra and got an extra ticket and didn't win on either one. I even told Vicky about Ravenwood. So she looked it up. And she said, wow. She said, you're right. She said the cabins at Ravenwood look very similar to the ones at Pirate Island. Or Pirate Land or whatever. And I said, you know what? The thing about the cabins at Ravenwood, you can take up to 4 people and stay in just one of those cabins, and they don't charge you by person. Now just imagine for a moment, if you will, how much fun you, me, and say Maria could have had 3 out of the 12 days you were here if we could have had the money to go to Ravenwood and stay for the weekend. Or at least stay for 3 days. I guarantee you, you would have been so happy, honey. So relaxed. Having so much fun, you would not want to leave. You would be so at peace there, you know? It's like imagine a scared little child curling up in her mommy's lap for comfort. And mommy just wraps her arms around her, holds her close, pats her little back, pats her hair, you know. That's what that place feels like. That's what it makes you feel like. It makes you feel like you're the little child that needs comforted. You curl up like a little kid kind of, would, and not like in the fetal position or anything, and then you literally, it feels like the goddess is just wrapping you in her arms and giving you a big hug, and it makes you want to cry because you feel so loved, so accepted, so at peace, so acknowledged. You can just be you. You can be the beautiful person, the beautiful soul that you are. You don't have to be anything. Just be you. Be here now. Be in the moment. I try to live by that every day. Don't always succeed, obviously, especially when the stress levels are high, but I try, and that's all I can do is try and keep trying until I succeed, right? Don't let it beat you. Beat it first. When me and Maria went, the last time we went, it was sometime in September. I think it was like the end of September, and it's probably been at least a couple years ago by now. And sometimes, eyes watering again. Geez, no, I promise I'm not crying. It's just my freaking eye, just sometimes it goes through this damn watering phase, and it just won't fucking stop. When me and Maria went, so it would have been the tail end of September. No, I don't need that one. Only this one. The weather was still nice. It wasn't like, I don't think it had actually turned cold or anything quite yet. I think we timed it about right. This is my other weight loss. My bad. My first one of the day. I just remembered because that's the first time I've eaten, and I will not take these pills on an empty stomach. So yeah, I do need to take the other one. You were right. Sorry, Sam. Okay, get this. You want to talk about cool. And I can't really divulge to you at this time who I'm talking about when I say Sam. It's a famous person from TV. That's all I can really safely say because this is public there's too many people out there that could watch this live and go, I know exactly who she's talking about. So I have my reasons for not saying. The show was on TV probably back in the 50s and 60s, maybe. I'm just spitballing. It might have been the 70s and 80s. I don't even know. But I think it was before that. Anyway, my it has become like the replica of this character. They're in spirit form, and I've named one of my paintings after them. Okay. So I named that because of that, I named the painting Sam. And I was sitting here just now, and all of a sudden Sam's like, you said that's the first meal you've had today, right? And I said, yeah. Then that's not your second pill of the day. That's your first pill of the day. You need to take your blood pressure one too, because you take that one once a day, right? I said, yeah. It's like a sister would, just trying to help remind you that you, sweetie, you need to take your pills. So I will say that this person is female, and that's all I can say. But ever since they became a part of my entourage of spirits, I love it. I absolutely love it. Meaning, I'm not ego stroking. They have become part of my spirit family of their own free will and choice. I just met them one day, and we linked, we hooked, great people. And there isn't just one. There's a bunch of them, and I love it. I'm like, yeah. But it's a different way to have a relationship with the spirit of a celebrity. Because for one, you the best that you can hope for that most people are going to accept as plausible is, oh, I'm just really big fan of them, so I'm good at impersonating them. So it's just my version of them that I created out of my head. They're not real. There's no such thing as spirits. I would never say that to any of them because that's an outright lie. But, society being the way it is, there's going to be skeptics out there. There's going to be people like, oh, you're saying it's so-and-so, prove it. And, when the truth is they don't want to know, they really don't want to know. And furthermore, they really don't care. They're just envious that you can do such a thing, and they hate you for it. And that's all they know. That's all that becomes their total focus. Let me put it this way. How do I describe this? Sorry, I'm getting bit, so I'm scratching a lot. Imagine the biggest, grandest hotel you've ever seen. I'm like, even let's go one further and just say like the most beautiful castle that you've ever seen. I don't know about the Royal Castle because I've never seen. I've seen it on pictures, but there's a lot of it you haven't seen because let's face it, who are they going to allow a camera crew to go in there and just take pictures everywhere? Not very likely. But a big, beautiful castle. Lots of space, lots of rooms, lots of just, lots of fun, ballrooms, parties, social gatherings, this, that, and the other, and it's just, imagine it's the size of a castle and it's full of celebrities. And I'm the manager of this establishment. They all come to me and they see me for the light that I try to be, the light that they will all argue. They're like, you're just being modest, but we love you for it. Keep that modesty. I am the light that I try to be for the world. I don't always shine as brightly as I wish I could, but then, even lights like me need to recharge once in a while. We need to just kind of step away and just take a break, go easy on ourselves for the day. Not worry about how the yard sale is going to turn out. Just have faith and belief and know without any doubt whatsoever that I'll get a decent amount of money out of it that I'll be able to put in my own pocket and it'll give me, a little bit of money to live on for a little bit, and it'll go fine. The weather will be fine and this and that and everything. But yeah, this place it's really big. It's really beautiful. It's in here and it's in here. I created it with both. I created it with my heart and in my mind because I wanted them to have the most beautiful place they could possibly imagine. Pick whatever room they want, decorate it the way they want. Just be happy. And I'm not saying they have to stay there all the time or anything. It's just there if they want it. Um, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to do for some spirits that a lot of people probably wouldn't think to do because they're spirits. What's the point? They're dead. Don't be like that. Please don't be like that. Don't have that kind of attitude just because they don't have an earth body anymore. They're not dead. Okay. They're in another transformation of energy. They're just energy. They don't have a physical body. They may not need to come back. They may not want to come back. They may have suffered too many lifetimes of letdowns and put downs and cut downs and disappointments and loss, heartbreak, being used, taken for granted, being famous, but look what it cost you. How many of them have taken their own lives? Because fame comes with a price. And if you're not willing to pay it, don't become famous. Just don't. Because then you really have no freedom anymore. Because then people, if they get a certain amount of attached to you, even complete strangers, then they expect more than maybe you can sometimes give. And the minute you stop giving them what they want, even if you don't have it in you to give anymore, then that's when they start trying to get you banned. Some of them, that's when the trolls come in because they're not getting what they want. And then suddenly it's like they turn on you, like they bite the hand that feeds them, and it's like, look, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have more interesting stuff to have on their channel than I do. But if you're just looking for a friend, you're just looking for somebody to talk to, somebody to listen, somebody to watch that's been there, that you can kind of relate to, even if we never meet, and you want to stop by, you want to watch one of my videos, and you can walk away with the knowledge of, hey, I'm not alone, and that gives you a little bit of comfort for the day, then my job's done. And may I be able to keep doing it for as long as I can until I just can't do it anymore. Because I'm, suddenly on my deathbed and my time has come, which, I don't know when that's going to be. And I don't think I want to know. I just try to live each day as fully as I can, as productively as I can. And a lot of days when I feel like I'm not really doing anything, I have to find ways to pick myself up and say, yeah, but Janet, look at what you have done. Don't beat yourself up about stuff you haven't done yet. Give yourself a pat on the back for the stuff you have. You've got to give yourself that, because you don't want to start thinking that, you're not doing anything, because that simply isn't true. So I absolutely love it that the celebrities feel comfortable enough. They know that they can come to me and just be a friend. I know who they are. I know what they've done. I love them dearly. I regret the ones that I don't know, that was before my time, and I mean, who's to say I didn't live a lifetime where I was in that era? Maybe I did. I don't know. I haven't stumbled across that information yet, if that's the case. And I have lived in a time like that. But if I ever do, then I can go, oh, wow, now, yeah, I remember. I did do that before. That's where we know each other. Okay. I acknowledge their titles, but lightly. I more prefer to see them as the people that they are because of how many of them didn't get that from fans. Fans couldn't get past seeing them as people. They were gods to them. They were goddesses. They were, oh, I want to kill you and marry you to God. I mean, you know, there were some scary ones out there for sure. And let's face it, today's world ain't much better. It's pretty bad again. So you guys are actually the lucky ones because you're not here. Would you want to live in this time? No, no, no. You know, and just walk around in my life for a day and you'll be like, no, I don't want to go there. Nope. And I know a lot of other people that would feel that way too. Like, yeah, walk around my life for a day, see what you think. What?
Did you separate the clothes out? Or...
The white bag is my stuff. The other one is your stuff. Yes, I did. I decided to do the laundry early the other day. So it's one less thing that we have to worry about because on check day, as you know, it's always an exhaustive day because of all the running we have to do. We have to get cash items. We have to run all the way up to the pet store, clear out east to get some stuff there. I want to top up the gas tank, or one of us will. If like Chris wants to put 20 towards it and he wants me to put like 10 more towards it or something so we can at least put 30 in the tank and it fills it up, great. Or if he wants to go 20-20, that's fine too. Whatever we end up deciding to do. But cash items, there's some fish from the store, got to get fish food, a couple other things. But main thing, first and foremost on my list, is the day that I wake up and our checks are loaded and I can verify that they are. I'm getting on the phone with Merrick. I'm getting it set up with them, calling the other two, getting the same deal set up with them about changing the payment date and all that, and telling them, you know, wait for my call each month. Don't take it out. Wait for my call, because if you don't get a call from me, then go ahead and take it out on the 1st if you can. And then I'll just hope the heck that I'll make sure that I've got the money on there so, you know, they get their payment. But if you can, try not to take it off of there. Take it when I tell you to take it, because I can't guarantee you that if you wait and then take it whenever, that it's going to still be there. And then I'm behind another payment, to where it's going to take me forever to even try to get these things paid down now because I keep missing payments because you're not taking it out when I asked you. You know? So that goes well. Out the door. We go. Gas, cash items, pet store, which will probably go. Chris he's gonna want to get some more cat litter. And I'm going to hoping that they'll have at least 2 female, real pretty female goldfish that are in good health and everything, that I'm going to get for Maria, and I'm going to pay for them out of my pocket because she lost so many, even though I'm not saying that it was my fault she lost them, because we know that it wasn't any of our fault. It's just the city water and how messed up it is, and the fact that the frogs and the goldfish give off a certain amount of ammonia because it comes off of their skin. So you have to keep the ammonia levels down for some of the other fish in the tank because they can't handle those high levels. It'll kill them. So I want to get her 2 goldfish, make sure they're both female so she don't end up with a bunch of babies and then the tanks overrun. And then a bunch of them end up dying because there's not enough room and there's not enough food for all of them. I don't want to put her through that. I don't want to see a bunch of babies die. So she's getting 2 females and she's just going to have to like it. And I'm sure she will when she'll understand why I want to get her, make sure they're both female. No babies. We don't need babies right now. Because here's the thing. She may have the money to burn, but we don't. And if she runs out of food as much as she would, and she decides she wants to go out and get another tank now, then, well, I might as well clear everything off the top of the dresser in the temple room, and we might as well turn it back into a bedroom because that's where she's going to want to put that other tank, is on the top of the dresser or something, and then I'll have to take my stuff down, and then that's 3 tanks now that mostly Chris, I still would try to help equally, Me and Chris would be responsible for keeping it clean, keeping the water changed, because she would never do it. She would either do it too much and end up killing them, or do it too little and end up killing them. But at least goldfish are hardy enough; they can handle more adverse conditions than a lot of other fish, because these guys are usually bottom feeders. They're carp. They're in the carp family. So a lot of times when people go fishing and stuff, that's what they catch. They catch carp. And I've seen a goldfish, I mean, every bit that big and bigger before, that people had gotten from the Scioto. And I mean, anything from the Scioto I wouldn't eat anyway, because it's probably fucking toxic. Yeah. So, want to get her a couple goldfish. Pops is getting ready to go drown himself. Take a shower, play in the water, drown himself, you know. Just my weird sense of humor. I'm going to get 2, possibly as much as 3 replacement fish for the ones that we lost, because they were her fish, not ours. Don't need any more frogs. We've already got 2. Not going to get a male beta right now because I don't have the space, and I don't have the money to invest in all the equipment, additional equipment I would have to get, let alone the room to put it, to get a male and to put the male, get a male and then put him with my Sedna, and then end up having a bunch of beta babies. Because then you're talking birthing box. You're talking another, at least a 5-gallon tank. And then, you know, keeping the male and the female separated, unless you want to have so many babies you don't know what to do with them all. And I really don't want to go through that. Okay, what did I do with them? I had thought I did. Had my toothpicks. Where did I put them? Thought I had them close to me. Somewhere. I just don't want anything else to get eaten by this damn couch, because if it gets down the couch, I'll never see it again. I hope the heck I find it later. I had some stuff in my teeth from eating, so I was going to take a toothpick and try to get it out, but can't really. Well, I could brush my teeth, but I'd have to shut the water off each time, which I try to do anyway, because Pops is in there taking a shower. Because, I mean, or he's just changing clothes or something, or doing both, because usually when he takes everything out of his pockets and he puts it on his desk, he lines it up all nice and neat in a row, and then he goes in, he gets his clean outfit, he goes, does his shower, then he's got his outfit out there waiting for him when he comes out of the shower, and puts it on, and then comes back in, grabs his stuff, and then it's ready to be put right back where he had it. Oops. Yeah, Janet, spill it in your lap. Good one. I just hope I find it and it hasn't gotten knocked down somewhere where I'll never see it again. Because if that happens, then I'll just have to get me some more toothpicks while I'm out tomorrow, or whatever day we get our check. Yeah. I really hope we do, because see, now I'm going to be afraid to even try to make any plans tomorrow, because I have no guarantee we're going to get it tomorrow. You know, it could still be freaking Sunday or Monday before they let us have our damn money. Fuckers. I hate the fucking government. Just a bunch of fucking greedy assholes. And they don't know the concept. Enough is enough. Because they never get enough. They always want more, and they don't care who they got to fuck over to get it, as long as they keep their their damn pockets fat and full to where they can, go out and go on lavish vacations and, have expensive fucking cars and, live in a fucking 40 goddamn bedroom mansion. Bastards. I'm going to feel so much better when I can finally get a good handle on learning to budget my money myself on my own with no help from Pops, so I can prove to myself and to him I don't need his help for some things. I can do it myself. Like I'm sure Michael's done to you a lot of times, making you feel like you're an idiot, like you don't know what you're doing, but you do know what you're doing. You're not an idiot. Stop treating me like one. Why do men have to be so damn infuriating? Isn't there enough damn conflict in the world that we need more? Especially when we're dealing with our own men and they make us feel that way. That's not right. I mean, I love Michael to bits, but I don't like the way he does a lot of stuff. It's like, Michael, what the heck are you thinking? Stop it. I'm pretty sure it's another one of those high hot days outside right now, so not very likely that we're going to be going over to Mom's anytime soon. He just said sometime this evening. So it may be like 6 or 7 even before we get anywhere near to going over there. He wants to look through the frozen food stuff they have, so that we don't get too low on stuff either, because I don't know what's left on my food stamps. I don't know what's left on his. So we have to be careful, not to overspend or to have extra backup in case we do overspend a little bit or something. Sorry, I guess I paused for a minute because I was trying to think of what. I know what. While the water is hopefully running and Pops can't hear me. You want to talk about pathetic? I had to literally put my chapstick in a box that has a lid. Because I lost the actual lid that goes to the tube of chapstick under the fucking couch. Because I have to say, I'm really struggling with this whole Colin thing. Because I still feel like, it's wrong. It's not going to happen. It's not practical. It's not plausible. It's just another fantasy that's never going to come true. I'm not a homewrecker. I'm not a boyfriend stealer. I certainly don't want to be the other woman. Yeah, I'm old enough to be the guy's mother. I mean, that's not okay. That's not okay. I need to stop crushing on these guys like I do and start finding whatever these missing parts of myself are within myself somehow. creative outlet, like I've been trying to do with the diamond paintings, and add my own personal touches to it in my own unique way. And on the occasions when I do that right, then you come out with a unique, one-of-a-kind painting you will probably never see again, because, yeah, somebody else might do something similar, but it won't be a Janelle. It won't be the way I did it, because I try to add something extra, like good wishes to whoever buys this piece or something like that. Watch over them. Let this painting be a light when they need it. Let it be an inspiration sometime for them to go out and do something different with their life in a positive way. I put a lot of love into each piece, no matter how wackadoodle messed up it is or how badly I messed it up. It just symbolizes the imperfections in the world, that you got to learn to see past the imperfections and see the beauties that so many of us miss and take for granted every day, that's been right there all along. We just didn't see it. Kind of the whole, stop and smell the roses thing, Okay. Just for fun, what 3-card message do you have for me and young Colin today? Oh, really? You want to know? Yeah. First card, 10 of Cups. Look at the position. The guy is like, yeah, like extremely happy, celebratory, celebrating in a celebratory mood. Maybe him and little Courtney is having some problems. He accepts the challenge. He will defeat his opposers, and he will come out on top. Like, the middle card's going to hurt, because as you can see, it's 3 swords piercing a heart. Three people, as many as 3 people, could get badly hurt from the situation. There will be cause for celebration. It'll be the right thing. And this is him saying, let's do it. So I don't know. We will win. We will be victorious. We have the vantage position. That's the middle card is the hardest, because what I keep seeing is the pain that's going to be caused to the people. It's going to cause heartbreak, the anguish, shock. That me and Colin choose each other, And Chris and Courtney have to face the aftermath of that choice. Do you see my conundrum, my dear daughter? I'm in trouble. I'm hopeless. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm just speechless. Ooh, it's gonna be a battle. And that's the thing is I feel like if he was here right now, he would agree and say, yeah, how do you pull off something like this and nobody gets hurt? How do you do it? How do you do it? Is there a right decision? You know? Or is there just all wrong ones? I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of the maze and I'm like, now what? Which way do I go? I'm already in the middle. Can I leave now, please? I'm kind of hungry and it's dark in here and I'm getting scared. And yes, that's my ill-fated trying to be humorous. I don't want to do that to somebody, Brooke. And I don't think he does either. So the best that I say, irregardless, if it turns out that this is all true and for real, at least for now, the most logical, sensible, practical route to take is just be friends, you know? Just be friends. Don't expect anything else. Don't disrupt that many lives that sudden, just out of the boom, out of the blue. And you are the one that's now bringing the bomb into the middle of the room and everybody's sitting around having a good time. You light the fuse and set it off and everybody's like, what the fuck? What the hell happened? So that's the only sensible thing I can say is just be friends. Just be friends. And if things change somewhere in the future, and if Courtney and Colin of their own free will and choice decide that it's not working and they don't want to be married anymore, they don't want to be together anymore, then it's up to them how they end it, And the same here, How would I end it? All I know is every time I've tried so far, it didn't take because he's still here. And I'm still locked in an endless battle of trying to find reasons to be happy about it. Because I'm not. There's just too much missing. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There's just you know what I mean. Sorry, I went quiet again. I guess lost my train of thought again. Just see how much this whole check thing's just thrown me off, you know, thrown me off. And I'm trying to not allow it to drag me down. Bring this over here so I can read it. Yeah, just darn it. Ow. Now my foot's itching. Yeah, I'm okay. It's just the waiting thing is always the hardest part for me as far as the checks, because we have no control over when we're going to get them. And I want to get the stuff done. I guess it's like weighing heavy on my conscience too, until I get the credit card sorted and everything. It's stressing me is what it is. And I just want it done. I don't need this stress anymore. I'm glad the blood pressure med is helping keep my blood pressure where it should be, but that doesn't mean that the stress isn't still there, because it is. It's just kind of lessens the blow, and it reminds me to keep finding ways to keep myself in a calmer frame of mind and stuff, so I don't end up in the hospital because I have a nervous breakdown or something. Nervous breakdowns are no joke, because to me, that's what a lot of times can scarily set you on the path, or set one on the path to ending up in the nut house, because you can no longer handle or function in society, in reality. You just can't do it. You're so overwhelmed with the horrors of the world and all the bad stuff going on. You just don't want to be a part of it anymore. So you just shut it all out. And because of that, you go too deeply within yourself. And then it's like you're not here anymore, because it's just too painful to stay. Too much bad, not enough good. How do you keep the good going? How do you keep it balanced? How do you get yourself through each day without breaking down for one reason or another? And then once the breakdown starts, then you start thinking about all the mistakes you've made and different things that you wish you wouldn't have done, that maybe if you wouldn't have done this, or if you would have went left when you went right, things would have done better, like the whole, inheritance thing when my dad died, and, being smarter with my money now, being more thinking before I spend, Oh, you finally got on a pair of shorts, huh? I know you've got like fewer than me. I don't even know where any of mine are.
In a little bit, we'll head over to you. Come on, James.
You put on patchouli, didn't you?
No.
I swear it smells like you put on patchouli.
I'm using the patchouli soap.
Oh, that's what it is. You really like that one. I'm glad. We'll have to try and find you some more like that.
When don't I like patchouli?
He does. He smells like patchouli. It's nice. We got him this patchouli soap. Me and Maria found it was a natural one. that we found at the Yulee when we went to the one in Cincinnati a couple years ago, and he loves it. I mean, it literally smells like he went and anointed himself with some of his patchouli oil. It's that strong, and this is soap. Okay. So that's saying something, because it sat in my bag for I don't even know how long before I finally ran across it one day, and I was like, whoops. And I saw that it said patchouli, so I'm like, here, I think this is for you. Because, I usually do like something that would have like, a lavender scent or, something more girly. He liked his patchouli.
I like smelling like
Graveyard dirt?
dirt in a deep forest.
Dirt in a deep forest. But some of us would just say graveyard dirt, because that's when a recipe of some kind, of which recipe calls for graveyard dirt. If you can't literally get graveyard dirt, like dirt from a grave somewhere, then use patchouli, because that can be a substitute.
You don't use graveyard dirt. You use patchouli. They just call it graveyard dirt. The reason is because it smells like fresh turned fertile earth.
Whatever.
Like in a graveyard.
But yeah, you can actually, you use it for that. But of course, he's just got to come in and correct me, and I just want to smack the fuck out of him when he does that. That irritates the hell out of me. Will you stop correcting me? God damn it. Let me say it the way I want to fucking say it. What's the harm?
It's just like when the recipe calls for bat wings. You're not really calling for bat wings. It's a plant which, unfortunately, I do not remember. I used to know it. I do not remember it, but the leaves look like a pair of bat wings put together.
Okay.
Which is why they call it bat wings.
I had a bat's head root. I think I still got it around here somewhere. I don't know where, but it actually is shaped like a bat's head. I mean, it's trippy as hell. It's a very powerful root. It's a universal root that you can get, and you can use it for many different things. There's also one that's called a lucky hand, and the root itself actually look like it has 5 digits like a hand. There's bat's head, lucky hand root, and there's some of them, and I just don't know if I would want one of these, because I would be a little leery. But they supposedly, have black cat's bones, and I'm afraid to get one, because if it actually is the real bone of a black cat, it's like, what happened to that cat? I mean, was it a mercy killing? Did it die of old age? I mean, was the cat brutally murdered so that the people could get the bones? Because I don't want nothing like that. Because I'm not even going to say that story. But, black cats especially, having the bad rep that they do, bad reputation. I've read some stories where I can understand why that is. But that doesn't mean that I'm afraid of black cats. I love black cats. I think they're misunderstood and they're misjudged because of the color of their fur, and that's wrong. Because just because they're a black cat doesn't mean they're evil. It's just a lot of times they've been used that way.
Black cats are the best. And Sandy Boy and Mamuchi. And Bella's got a little
Salem, Selena, Blackie. I've had some solid black ones.
Bella's got a little too much white in him. We consider that. Plus his damn.
Yeah, what are you griping at me for? I ain't got your treats.
Maine Coon black that fades into a reddy, dark red.
Yeah.
But I guess you can still call him my black cat.
But yeah, bat's head is a good root for a lot of stuff. Lucky hand is a good root for a lot of stuff. If you can get mandrake root, that's also a very powerful one. Calamus root, licorice root herb. If you put the two of those herbs together in any kind of spell work or anything like that, it'll give it 10 times the power. So I definitely got me some calamus root and some licorice root herb around here. I use it very sparingly because I have very little of it left. And it's not exactly easy to find. So the next time I'm over at Witch Lab or one of those and I got some money to spend, I'm going to see if they have calamus root and licorice root herb, if I have to look at every single herb they have on their shelves back in the back, because they have the majority of their herbs are in the back. Or I'll just ask somebody that works there. I'll say, hey, do you have calamus root and licorice root herb? Because I need both. I want a pouch of each. And if they have an abundance of them, I might get 2 or 3 pouches of each. If they're, decently priced and I don't feel like it's too much. But I want to get as much of it as I can, because it's a good herb to have, because that means it's a universal herb combination you can use for literally anything. If you want to use it for money drawing, tenfold the power. If you want to use it for health, tenfold the power. If you want to use it for helping to get your shop going again and stuff like that, tenfold the power. You want to get moved out. You want to start being able to get blessed with and start getting this money saved up. Use an herb, use those 2 herbs together, or if I can get an abundance of them here, I'll put some of that in a spell bottle for you, because that gives it tenfold the power. So literally anything you use it on, it gives it tenfold the power, and that's good, because that's 10 times the strength. So it's going to work really, really super fucking quick. I wish I would have thought of it when I was, or I might still do that. I might do a spell bottle asking that Michael be allowed to come home and use some of the calamus root and licorice root herb. Wouldn't that be nice? To have him home for even something as early as Lunasaw, which is August 1st, that'd be, I'd probably be sitting here going, oh my God, it worked. Brooke, Mike's coming home, You ready to go? I mean, I didn't know what time exactly you said, evening, or so I didn't know.
I said about 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5. Okay.
About 4 since I got my shower a little earlier than I was planning.
Okay, so he's wanting to leave here in about 25 minutes, sweetie. So I can either end the live now or I can stay on for the 25, but I still got to get ready and everything, get my, what I call my day clothes on, so I'm not sitting around I'm not going over to mom's in my house dress. So it's up to you. You want me to leave it running for a few minutes? I will. Or go ahead and go now.
Meow.
It's like I said, I still have to get ready. Well, as much as I hate to, sweetie, I guess we'll go ahead and go. I'll go ahead and end the live, and hopefully I'll see you on here again soon. I'll try not to make it too long. And like I said, anytime you really need me to come on and do a live, just let me know, and I'll do my best, okay? Love you, love the boys, and see you next live, okay? Blessed be, hon.